Is solar still worth it in 2025? Or has the hype faded with new rules, tighter incentives, and rising battery costs? If you're a U.S. homeowner wondering whether to pull the trigger on solar, this is the video you need to watch. I'm Happy Greener World, and on this channel, I help everyday Americans make smart green energy choices without the fluff. Today, I'll break down the real numbers, the new incentives, and who shouldn't go solar this year. Let's start with what's different in 2025. First, the federal solar investment tax credit, the big 30% credit, is still going strong. It's locked in through 2032, and that's a big win. If your solar system costs $20,000, you could see system costs $20 off your taxes. Second, many states have introduced extra solar rebates or battery incentives. Texas now offers up to $2,500 in battery storage rebates. New Jersey increased their SREC program values. Even Florida, a tricky state, has local utility programs helping homeowners offset costs. But there's a flip side. In states like California, net metering payouts have dropped under NEM 3.0. That means the energy you sell back to the grid earns you less. So the system you install needs to be optimized for self-consumption, not just grid export. Also, solar panel prices dipped slightly this year, about 4% compared to 2024. But battery prices, flat. Lithium demand is up, and battery costs haven't come down like panels have. Quick question. What's the average solar payback period in the US today? Is it A, 5 years, B, 8 years, C, 12 years, stick around? I'll reveal the answer shortly. So, you should still consider going solar in 2025. If you're a homeowner with an electric bill over $150 a month, solar almost always makes sense. High monthly usage means faster payback. If your roof faces south, southwest, or west, and gets decent sun exposure, that's ideal. Even moderate shade can reduce output by 20–30%. If you plan to stay in your home for 5–10 years or more, you're in a perfect position. Why? Because once you hit payback, the energy is basically free. Every year after that, pure savings. Finally, if you live in a state with active solar incentives, like New York, Massachusetts, Illinois, or Colorado, you'll likely see a return in 6–9 years. Let's take a real example. Sarah from Arizona installed a 7.2 kilowatt system in late 2023. Her old electric bill was $260. Today, just $34 a month. Between the federal credit and state incentives, her estimated payback is 6.2 years. That's why she's smiling every time the sun comes up. So far, every time the sun comes up. So far, we've learned. The federal tax credit is still strong. Some states added incentives, net metering has changed. And solar still rocks, if your home and bill fit the profile. Ready for the quiz answer? It's B, 8 years. That's the current average solar payback in the U.S. as of Q2 2025. It varies by state, but 8 years is the national midpoint. Now, let's be honest. Solar isn't a silver bullet. There are cases where it's not the right call, at least for now. If you're renting or plan to move within 2–3 years, it's risky. You may not stay long enough to hit payback, and buyers may not value the panels. If your roof faces north or is heavily shaded, performance may drop so low it's not worth the investment. If you live in states with very low electric rates, like Washington or Louisiana, your monthly savings may not justify a $20K system unless you're using a ton of power. Finally, if your local utility doesn't offer net metering or time of use optimization, batteries may be required, and that raises costs. Some people think, even if ROI is slow, solar adds value to my home. Truth, only if the system is owned, not leased, and only if the buyer values energy savings. Appraisers don't automatically add value for panels. So, is solar worth it in 2025? Honestly, yes, but only if the math works for you. If you have high bills, a sun-friendly roof, and access to incentives, then solar is still one of the best long-term financial moves you can make as a homeowner. But going smart. Here are 4 quick pro tips before you sign anything. Tip 1. Get quotes from at least 3 installers. Prices can vary 20–30% for the exact same equipment. Tip 2. Check incentives using dsiriusa.org, the most up-to-date source for federal, state, and utility rebates. Tip 3. Ask for a quote with and without a battery. Batteries can protect you from outages and offset low export rates. Tip 4. Always ask for a payback and ROI estimate, not just system size or wattage. If this helped you understand solar in 2025, give it a like and drop your state in the comments. I may feature your local incentives in an upcoming video. New videos every week on solar, batteries, incentives, and smart energy tips for U.S. homes. Subscribe now and check out my playlist, Solar Basics for U.S. Homeowners, linked right here.